first they said it was because of rape charges and trafficking, but now the two girls who they had or said they're witnesses made a statements and to the public and said, no, it's not true.
Really?
And now they're saying that they were brainwashed.
Okay, that's really weird.
Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys know it is. It's your boy Kevin, and we got the beautiful Miss Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I said I might.
Yeah, okay. Andrew Tate leaves DJ Akademiks speechless after this rant. I don't know what the rant's about. What do you think about? More about women again, or do you think business? What's it gonna be?
I think it may be about women.
Okay, well,
or maybe even business. I don't know.
I think it'll be about business because he talks about that a lot too. Anyways, let's get into the video.
I'll tell you something. Revolutions are nothing more than a bunch of men in one place. It's not women. It's men. If you put enough men on a city square pissed off, a revolution happens. That's what the people in charge of the world are afraid of. So to make sure there's no revolution, what they do is they construct as many divisions amongst the peasants as possible. The blacks hate the whites, the men hate the women, the Republicans hate the Democrats, and we're all so busy fighting with each other they can laugh from the top because there's not very many of them and there's a bunch of us. I'm telling you, the reason in countries like America, the reason the law is so destructive against men, it's very, very purposeful. They don't want you to feel like a king. They don't want you to feel powerful. You wake up amongst 3 bitches. If you have fucking 10 sons from 10 baby mamas, you're going to wake up and feel like the man. You ain't taking shit.
What?
If you wake up on your fucking 3rd year of a sexless marriage, paying taxes, and your kids don't even listen to you, you don't really feel like rebellion. You don't have it inside of you. This is why there's so much fucking male suicide. This is why men are so depressed. This is why everyone's so unhappy, because the life they try and create for men, the things they try and purport, the ideas they try and make us subscribe to are depressing. They want you as...
Do you think that they're actually trying to separate, keep us poor, upper above, higher guys?
Yeah, I think I said that in one of your videos that we done.
So you think they are trying to?
Oh, of course. But what was he saying about having 10?
Oh, if you feel like a king, if you have 10 baby mamas and 10 different kids.
Oh, would you feel like a king?
That's a lot of kids to take care of. I don't think I want 10 baby mamas. Maybe one decent girl, really good girl. That's what I want. I want that one girl, but 10.
I kind of want to know with some of you guys out there, would you feel like a king if you had 10 baby moms and 10 sons?
Yeah, not for me. I don't think I can handle that. Just one, maybe 2, just one. But
you got to remember too, like what men say, one woman is a headache. Could you imagine having 10
of them? Yeah, that's not for me. Yeah. So put in the comments down below, how many of you guys would want 10 different baby mamas? I know some people actually do. There's guys out there who has 10 baby mamas. You must know some guys who have 10 baby mamas, or at least 5, right?
Yeah, they have a lot, but they're not in their lives. So.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because you don't have time for all of them, right? There's just so many kids you got to go see. How do you find the time for all these damn kids?
Yeah.
As a tax slave. They want you as a tax slave. They want you in a sexless marriage with some old fat bitch who hates you. That's what they want. Afraid to leave because they'll take your house and destroy your life's work. And they want you to sit there and pay your taxes until you fucking die. This is all done on purpose. None of this is an accident. It's all very purposeful.
Yes,
in countries which are not like this, in countries where men still have that masculine essence, in countries where they're still in control of their own household, when the government tries to become tyrannical, it's far more difficult to do. The men get together and say, you know what, women, clean the house. I'll be back in 2 hours. I'm going to tell these guys to get fucked. That's the reality of it. This is a control mechanism.
You think that's true? What do you mean? In other countries, when he was saying, basically, when men still have control of the family, the household, they can't tell them what to do. Pretty much the men just say, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this, following what the government say.
But that happens here too. There's a lot of people who don't follow what the government says.
No, well, compared to other countries like let's say Dubai or something like that, in those countries, men pretty much tell women what to do, right? Would you agree on that?
Isn't that how it is supposed to be over there?
Yeah, usually that. Men have more kind of rights, I guess. And over there, pretty much people say that Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world because of that. And that when they say things get done in Dubai. Like there's no middlemen like here in the West where you have to go through middle person after person and make sure bill passes before anything gets done. And by the time they get the bill passed, like, oh, we don't want to do it anymore. There goes all your money.
But what was he saying about the government that's making you be with like a fat bitch?
Well,
so you don't like, I didn't understand any of that. That just didn't make sense to me.
That one I didn't really understand either. Like,
I don't think that's what the government's doing. That's all on you.
Yeah, you can choose who you want. Mm-hmm. But the problem is what from these other teachings and stuff like that is a lot of these lower women, like they think they're 10s and they're not. Like there's some ugly girls out there who think they're like hot shit and they're not.
You know, I don't necessarily like to go around calling people ugly because I feel like everyone's perception of beauty is different.
Yeah, right? That's true. I'll agree with that.
What's the saying? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah.
Yes.
So everyone has a different view on what beautiful is. So when someone calls someone ugly, I'm just like, okay, well, maybe to you, but to 10 other people out there, they think that she's beautiful. Like I've had men tell me that they think Megan Fox is ugly. And I'm like,
what? I thought Megan Fox hot.
But I mean, again, like they have different preferences.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I mean, good for them if they have the confidence and they believe that they're a 10. Like people shouldn't knock someone down because
but I think the problem when it comes to like a lot of these girls nowadays, they hype each other up and these girls actually believe that they're 10 and sometimes they're not.
But you know what? I think it's more on building someone's confidence, boosting their confidence more so than just being like...
Yeah, but then the men suffer though. Let's think about it.
But why did they suffer?
Because then these ugly or decent looking guys, they try to go with these okay girls and they think they're 10. They don't look at the guys anymore. So then the guys, the short guys, especially short guys. I think short guys have it the worst, honestly. Because a lot of women out there, they will tell you they prefer a taller guy. They won't care if the guy's a nice guy or anything. If you're short, I'm sorry, you're going to have a hard time finding a girl.
They do.
A really hard time. Because like, let's use you, for example. Would you date someone shorter than you?
I have. And I've been in relationships, I think, with
majority of guys.
3 or so that were like my height.
Shorter than you?
My height.
Say short guys. No one not your height. Short guys. How many short guys?
That's shorter than me?
Shorter than you.
I don't think anybody.
Okay, so exactly what I said. Short guys have it's really hard for short guys because then these women, they don't even look at them. It's sad. Like I'm glad I'm like 5'11", so I'm not considered short. So I don't have a hard time, but I know guys who are really good guys and they just can't get girls because they're too short. It sucks.
Yeah, they just have to go for girls that are their height or shorter.
Yeah, and it sucks. All right, let's keep watching.
Along with everything else, everything you see on TV, this is my final rant. Everything you see on TV is a control mechanism. All the shit they put on Netflix is a control mechanism. Telling you that you have mental problems you don't have is a control mechanism. Telling you, you can't focus on anything for 2 minutes because you have ADHD or you're depressed and you can never fix it. They're trying to control you. They're trying to dampen your life force. Making sure your woman doesn't listen to you is a control mechanism. Making sure you can never leave her without being financially destroyed is a control mechanism. It's all control mechanisms, all of it from head to toe. You have to resist.
Do you agree with that?
Not really. Some things I agree with, like what I mentioned before. Television.
Yeah.
Television is kind of not so much control. Well, I guess you can say a little bit of mind control because making you, for example, making women think that they always have to be beautiful, fit, skinny, or slim, whatever, have this type of makeup. They can't age. If we're aging, we're ugly. Like we have to have like nice long hair, like things like that. I get it. And then for men,
you gotta be muscular.
Yeah.
You have a good physique. You have to be rich. That's what you try to get as much money as possible. Provide for the family, like
handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be fat. Like apparently being fat is like a curse for men
and women. You're
not allowed to be fat. So a lot of body image.
Yeah. So I can see where that comes in, where they try to control you like that.
Yeah.
I can see manipulation where, for example, like vaccines.
Yeah.
Trying to make you think that you need those things. Maybe some of them you do need and some of them you really don't. But, it goes way beyond. So like that I can agree with. But like, what other things did he say about like, he brought up like a woman again? So,
pretty much I can't remember actually.
Okay, well, let's just skip that.
Yeah.
The slave mind. You have to look at it all and understand they are trying to make a slave of you. And when I say slave, I do not mean slave likely. I mean the word slave. They are printing money from the sky and you're giving up your life for it. If they can create something in unlimited amounts anytime they want, and you'll give up your life and time for that said thing, you are their slave. They don't need to use power and control and whips anymore. They just have the money print button. It's slavery. And they need to make sure that even if you know that, you don't feel powerful enough to do anything about it. All of this, every single thing about the modern world.
So something he said, which I kind of agree with as well, it's like they have the power to print continuous money, right?
Yeah, they do.
Money is from trees. We can plant trees, whatever. Money is just everywhere.
Yeah.
The fact that they want you to be working for them, I agree. I think I said that before too. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You basically are, did he say slave?
Yeah, you're a slave.
You're a
9 to 5, stay in your job, government pays you, you pay your taxes.
And I could bet that a lot, like thousands of people probably can agree with what we're saying, that we are basically working as slaves for people with money.
Yeah.
And we know, but we feel powerless. So we don't really know how to go about changing that.
Yeah, because the thing about it, they don't teach you stuff like that in school. Like realistically, they don't. They don't tell you how to be entrepreneurs. They don't tell you how to open a business. When you think about it, do they really tell you that in school?
But what he also mentioned was we feel powerless and we don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what can we do? I mean, if we all were to gather together and storm into like the White House or the Parliament or whatever, then maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of hard to like think of where to start with that.
Right. Because we don't know and no one tells us.
Yeah, we don't know.
They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know. And like, I feel like that's one of the reasons why Andrew's getting canceled, because he wants to come out there and tell you, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. If you want to get ahead in life, this is what you got to do. And the matrix, or the government, like call it just wants to keep us down.
Is that what he calls it?
Yeah, he calls it the matrix.
Yeah.
The matrix.
I feel like the world is a matrix. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they want to keep us all plugged in until we take that pill, and you're awake.
Yeah.
World was deliberately constructed to get us to a point where they can come along and lock you in your house for something with a 99.9% survival rate, and you're going to sit there and take it like a bitch anyway. That's what all this shit is. I didn't hear
what he said.
Including,
I think he's talking about the virus, the vaccine. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, he said locked up in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, 99. Okay.
Yeah, so, it's survivable, but yet they forced us to lock us.
That was some shit.
Yeah.
Like 100%. I did not believe any of that.
Being in a position where you can't even tell your own woman she's not allowed out with her friends to get fucking drunk with a bunch of dudes. Because you're not even allowed to do that. If a wife comes home and goes, I want to go out drinking tonight, you go, you're not fucking going nowhere. Oh, I want to go out with my friends from work. You're not going out with them men. That's coercive and controlling behavior. Bro, you can't even tell your bitch not to go get fucking drunk with dudes.
They'll call that abusive.
You're an abusive misogynist. You're Andrew Tate. Cancel him. It's insanity. And it's all done on purpose. I don't want anyone to sit here and think this is some accident we've arrived at, or that we're here now and it's no big deal. This is very, very purposeful, because when you destroy the warriors of a society, that's how you usher in slavery. First thing the Romans did when they conquered the Greeks is kill all the warriors, all the fighting age males. You leave the soy boys and the bitches, and then you can conquer it. Done. That's what they're doing to us. They're trying to destroy the warriors. So my G's, the ones who are left, don't worry about fucking some pussy. We got bigger fights coming up. We got bigger wars coming ahead of us. So if you want to fuck some pussy, go fuck it. Because I really believe the next 10 years are going to be difficult for men of stature. I really believe. So that's my final.
Came here, delivered the sermon. I'm telling you, it's very few. And by the way, I see Myron over there. He knows he ain't never seen me this speechless and just taking in game ever.
All right. So after watching that, what do you think? You think a lot of things he was saying was true? Because for me, I do believe a lot of things that he said was true about the government trying to keep us down.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to brainwash us, and for us not to realize, like, listen, there's more to life than just working. Work.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, we work at the retirement age. I think I was talking about it. The retirement age in Canada is like 65. What are you gonna do at 65?
That's what I'm saying. That's what pisses me off so much. Like, why the fuck would I want to work until I'm 65 and then I can't even enjoy nothing? Like,
who knows? All your bones are gonna be ache. You're in pain. Like you're old at that point.
Yeah.
You
like, what am I gonna do?
More years left.
Like, even if, like, that's if we even survive to 65. Like,
and that's the thing. But if you die, you don't get that pension. The government gets it. If you die before 65, you don't get that money.
I thought it goes to like your immediate.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
Oh, that's some BS.
You don't get it. You don't get it. The government gets to keep it. Yoink. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. No, I don't.
The only thing you get is if you work. Let's say you work as a pension. You get your work pension.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get. But the government one, they get to keep that. That's for them. Thank you for paying all your taxes.
All right.
That's what happens. So yeah, I do believe a lot of the government is trying to keep us down. Even right now, they're keeping the Tate brothers in jail for what reason?
Well, we don't really know.
That's the thing, but they're not even telling us or releasing any kind of information. First, they said it was because of rape charges and trafficking, but now the two girls who they had or said they're witnesses made a statements and to the public and said, no, it's not true.
Really?
And now they're saying that they were brainwashed.
Okay, that's really weird.
Right? How do you guys? Okay, so first, now like they came out and said, okay, well, this happened, and now these girls are saying no, it didn't happen. But all of a sudden now, your girls are brainwashed. It's like that makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense,
right? So that means their whole statement should be like thrown out the window, then, right? That's not enough evidence. It should be tossed out then.
Yeah. And where is he in jail?
In Romania.
Oh, Romania.
He's in Romania. So that's where he is right now. And they're going to keep him there for 180 days. They can keep him in prison legally in Romania without cause, like with reasonable cause. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So apparently the prosecutors may have something. The judge agreed with them and said, okay, well, if you guys have something on Andrew, I guess we're going to keep them there until the 180 days and then see if he goes to trial or not. I really do believe that he hasn't done anything, and I'm hoping that he hasn't done anything. Because if he did, I think if they had like information on him, it would have been brought out already. He would have took it to trial already. Like here's what you're getting charged for. They haven't told him like what the other charges are, and no one knows. They're not releasing it, so I feel like they don't have him on anything.
We don't know.
Because even reading like some of my comments down below, people are saying there's a lot of people that don't agree with Andrew Tate. But when they look at the story, like what's going on right now, how they're not letting the public know what is going on, like why he's being, what charges are being held on, or what evidence they have. People saying that's not fair. You can't be doing that. You have to let us know what, or people, or even Andrew know what charges he's being held on, right? And because they're refusing his bail, that's why he hasn't been out. He's been trying to like appeal his bail, and it just keeps saying no.
Oh, he doesn't even get an option, eh?
Doesn't like he tries. His lawyer is trying, but they just keep saying no. So that sounds kind of fishy because it's not like he was charged before for anything. Well, sorry. I don't know. He was charged. Sorry, he was charged.
Okay, but
he was never convicted of anything. Right? He was never convicted. He has no criminal record, but yet they're holding him for.
I don't know. Well. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it depends on like the severity of like the allegations, but then
I've known like people who have killed people and got released on bail.
I was gonna say that, yeah, but some of them the bail has been so high that they couldn't even afford it purposely. But
now they know Andrew can afford it. He can afford it. That's the thing, but they know he can afford it, so they want to try to keep him there because I think what it is too, they probably think he's gonna disappear, which I doubt. Andrew's not gonna disappear. He won't just disappear and like, oh, where'd he go? I think he will stay because he knows he's innocent, but they don't want him out because they don't want him talking. That's what it is. I feel like they do not want him to start talking and getting more followers and people like, oh my God, Andrew, you're right. More Tate supporters. I don't think that's what they want.